Hello and welcome back. I'm here with another quick Minecraft tutorial. What we're looking at here is a skeleton spawner AFK to manual switch. This is a really quick and easy design that I came up with while I was playing my Let's Play, which, by the way, if you haven't checked it out, the playlist is going to be in the description, if I remember. So this is something really easy that I did messing around in my survival world. I wanted the option to either kill the skeletons with a looting sword or go AFK and have a dog do it for me. And surprisingly enough, when I looked on YouTube and Googled how to do this, there were a couple of videos, and the ones that were good that I saw didn't really work for me in the early game on my Let's Play. And I thought there must be an easy way to do this that just works. I want something that just works. And so this is what I came up with. And it's really easy. Over here, I have the materials that you'll need. It is at least 2 hoppers, I would say. 2 repeaters, 1 lever, 2 regular rails, 1 minecart at least, 2 redstone torches, 2 powered rails, and 1 piston. So the way this works is it's really easy, actually. So the way this works is you see I have a wolf in here, and there's quite a few ways you can get them in here. What I did on my Let's Play is I just set up something like this. I just did a 2x2 little area. Not the best builder. Okay, so I just did like a 2x2 little area, and whenever I need a new wolf, I really should have planned ahead on this one. Okay, so you just want them to be pushed in the corner like that. So you just do this. Let me get a on egg. Do that. And they'll be pushed into this corner. And what will happen is if this minecart is empty, it will grab him on the way over. So let me flick this. Oh, well, we should probably kill him first. If you love dogs, cover your eyes. Okay. So, and another thing about this is sometimes when that minecart is empty, one of the skeletons from the farm will go into it, which is not a problem at all with this design. As you see, I have a solid block here, which will suffocate them for the 1 damage and kill them anyway. So if you happen to get a skeleton in the minecart, it fixes itself. There's no problem at all. So I flick the switch to manual mode. As you can see, this piston, it retracted to give them a little bit more room. I've got these vines here. These are definitely optional. And what that does is it allows more skeletons to be in this killing chamber without dying from suffocation. So that's good. When you are on manual mode, you want more skeletons to kill. And if you're doing the vines, make sure you put a couple pieces of string in this main drop chamber. Otherwise, it'll spread and it'll ruin this. They'll all get stuck on top of the vines and you won't have any skeletons coming through. And I've just got a bunch of, well, I think 3 hoppers here to pick up any drops. I've got 1 underneath this powered rail, and we'll go through all this when I show you the breakdown over here. But yeah, so as you can see, I've got it on manual mode, so I can just come over here and take a swipe. And they're all just about 1 hit. You drop them from, I think, 23 blocks, and they're 1 hit. That's basic information that you can find on any other video on YouTube. So I'm not going to go too into detail about the basics. As you can see, we're not even making the actual farm. It's been done to death. And this is the actual farm, if you're curious. Just a 9 by whatever room. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a million of those videos, and that's not what I want to cover today. But yeah, so if you want to know how to make a skeleton spawner room, just YouTube it. You'll find a million. Get out of here. Okay, so let's get into, okay, so yeah, I've got the wolf. It is in the minecart, and now let's say I want to go back into AFK mode. So I just flick that switch, the piston re-extends, and the wolf gets transferred over here. Now where the wolf is, the skeletons cannot hit him. So you can see their eyesight doesn't go low enough to actually see They won't attack them on site anyway. They will retaliate, and it's really never a problem with this farm at all. So yeah, eventually your wolf will die, and that's why I do have a system like this set up in my Let's Play world. Because every now and then you'll get a skeleton that spawns with the Thorns enchantment on their armor, and that adds up. That'll add up to the point where he'll eventually die. And you can tell how much health he has by where his tail is. So, I mean, it would take hours for this guy to get to that point. But you can tell what their health is by where their tail is. So this guy's almost dead. I'm not sure how. I probably beat him up before I started recording. But this guy's almost dead because you can see his tail is pointing down. So yeah, a couple more hits from Thorns and he'll die. It's not a big deal at all. You can either heal him up or just wait for him to die and just hit the switch and grab another one. No big deal. So this is the stripped down version of what's going on. So I've got, yeah, I'm just gonna go do a couple angle shots here, and we'll go through it step by step, just how I do with the other ones. I'm not gonna build it. There's no reason to do a block by block. If you do want me to do a block by block tutorial and a skeleton spawner room, just the whole deal, I can do that. Let me know in the comments below. I don't think it's going to be necessary. So here we are. Let's say your drop tunnel is right there. So let's say you have them coming down here, just to put it in perspective. So we've got the machinery, the redstone machinery here. So what happens is this is the AFK mode. You see it unpowers this redstone line. And when I want to go back to manual mode, I hit that. It powers this redstone line, and it kind of splits. So it powers this block right here. Actually, this needs to be changed. There we go. So it powers this block, powers these repeaters. You need to have these repeaters on 4 ticks each. If you do any shorter timings with this, it will end up breaking. So the reason that is because you hit the switch, that powers that rail, and then when you hit this switch again, these powered rails act as brakes. So if this powers off before this minecart reaches it, it's not going to hit this block. And then you'll have this happen where it just gets gradually slower and slower, and it will stop off of this power track. So that's what the delay is for. It's just to make sure that the minecart goes where it needs to go. Okay, so I've got it back in manual mode. And if we follow the redstone line here, let me grab that. If we follow the redstone line, so it splits off into this, and it depowers this torch, which depowers this powered rail. And that's all that line does, is it controls this powered rail right here. So again, I flick the lever, powers this, goes to these repeaters on a delay. It's 9 ticks in total, and it depowers or powers this rail. And then the other line goes up, and this will power this redstone torch, power this redstone dust, and it gives power to this block, which powers this piston, which pushes them back into that 1x1 cell. So the wolf can hit them. So yeah, nice and easy. Yep. And let's go test this out again, just so you get an idea of what's going on here. Okay, so right now I've got them in manual mode. They're dropping 23-ish blocks, so they're one hit. Oh, probably shouldn't do this. Oh no, it's ruined. Okay, so let me switch over to survival mode. Okay, so we're in survival. So these guys are a one-hit kill. So let's say I'm kind of, okay. So let's say I'm kind of tired of doing manual work. Let's say I gotta go, I don't know, I gotta go to work, but I wanna get some levels while I'm at work. So all I do, flick the lever, and we're in AFK mode. So we just stand here, and we'll get the experience from the dog. If it's a tame dog, it'll give you experience. Right now, that's a wolf. So yeah, that's it. That's it. And let me go back, do a flyby, as we do, just so you can see this. And if you're having trouble building this, just pause the video, and yeah, you should be able to figure it out. If not, again, let me know. And that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. See ya.